This week on Granite State Challenge, the team from Souhegan High School takes on the team from Trinity High School. Only one team will advance. Granite State Challenge starts now.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by Bangor Savings Bank, Safety Insurance, NEA New Hampshire, Aroma Joe's, and viewers like you. Thank you. Get ready. It's time for New Hampshire high schools to match wits in a high-stakes scholastic showdown. It's time for Granite State Challenge. Here's your host, John Cannon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Granite State Challenge. If you tuned in last week, you saw Plymouth Regional High School punch their ticket to the second round, and we've got two teams with us this week that are hoping to face off against them. But before that, they've got to face each other. Let's introduce them to you. First up, we have the team from Souhegan High School.
Hi, I'm Case and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Caleb and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Reese and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm a senior.
The alternates for the team are Emma and Aaron, and they're coached by American Studies teacher Nicholas Drinkwater. And they're the team from Souhegan High School. And their opponents this week is the team from Trinity High School.
Hi, I'm Desmond. I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Long and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Tegan. I'm a junior.
The alternate for Trinity is Madeline, and the coaches are Andrew Lavoie, a social studies teacher, and math teacher Louis Sievers. And they're the team from Trinity High School. All right, those are our two teams this week, but of course we would be remiss if we did not also introduce you to our beloved judge on the Ann Cam. It's Ann Belanger. All right, teams, introductions are out of the way. Go ahead and grab those signaling devices as we get ready to play Granite State Challenge. As you know, we play in 4 rounds, and in round 1, we do 10-point toss-up questions. So, Souhegan and Trinity, good luck. Here we go. This instrument can have 47 strings and 7 pedals. Desmond of Trinity.
Piano.
Sorry, no. Souhegan. Kaysen?
Organ.
No, it is a harp. A harp. In the 1994 film The Lion King, Simba's companions were Timon and Pumbaa. What species of animal are Timon and Pumbaa? Desmond of Trinity?
Meerkat and warthog.
Correct. This son of Zeus had to complete 12 tasks or labors, including slaying the Nemean lion and cleaning the Augean stables in a day to atone for killing his wife and children. Desmond of Trinity?
Hercules.
Yes. Teams, what is the fixed point a lever rests and pivots on called? Desmond of Trinity?
Fulcrum.
Yes. What was the name of King Arthur's magical sword? Reese of Souhegan?
Excalibur.
Yes. This holiday-named island is a territory of Australia located in the Indian Ocean. It has a population of around 1,700, most of whom live in Flying Fish Cove. Tegan of Trinity.
Christmas Island?
Yes. The first time this actor spoke in a movie was in the 1940 black comedy The Great Dictator, where he satirized Hitler, Mussolini, anti-Semitism, and fascism. Desmond of Trinity.
Charlie Chaplin.
He's the one. England has no official national anthem, but this, by use and custom, is its de facto anthem. Desmond of Trinity.
God Save the King.
Yes. Teams, this could be the number of times per second that a current changes direction that's measured in hertz, how often something happens, or the name of a 2000 movie starring Dennis Quaid. Reese of Souhegan.
Frequency.
Correct. This lead singer of the Rolling Stones provided uncredited background vocals for the Carly Simon song You're So Vain. Some people speculated that he was the subject of the song, but Simon said he was not. Desmond of Trinity.
Mick Jagger.
Yes. In 1972, this man became the first sitting U.S. president to visit China. Desmond of Trinity.
Ronald Reagan.
Sorry, nope. Souhegan? Kaysen?
Nixon.
Richard Nixon's right. All right, teams, for this next question, go ahead and take a look at your monitors. This Francistown, New Hampshire native was the first justice of the U.S. Supreme Court to have attended law school. He also served as 9th governor of New Hampshire, Secretary of the Navy, Secretary of the Treasury, and as a U.S. Senator. His name was Levi Woodbury. All right, teams, with 27 world titles, the New York Yankees have more championship titles than any other professional sports team. With 18 championship titles, this team is in second place. Reese of Sauhegan.
Celtics.
Boston Celtics is right. All right, this next question has some math, so grab that pencil and paper if you like. If you are traveling at a steady speed of 55 miles per hour, how long will it take you to reach and exit 11 miles away? Tyler of Trinity.
12 minutes.
Yes. This writer, perhaps best known for her 1792 work, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, was also the mother of Frankenstein author Mary Shelley. Desmond of Trinity.
Mary Wollstonecraft.
She's the one. Pink Floyd's 1967 album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, is named after Chapter 7 of this 1908 children's novel by Kenneth Grahame featuring Mr. Toad. Reese of Sauhegan.
The Wind in the Willows.
That is right. Most of the water supply in Iraq comes from these two major rivers. Reese of Sauhegan.
The Tigris and Euphrates.
Right, again. All right, teams, another picture question. Take a look at your monitor. This small frog's Latin name is the Pseudacris crucifer. It is named for the small cross sometimes seen on its back. In the spring, males perch on plants near the water and call out for mates with a high-pitched sound that is often mistaken for a cricket call. Kaysen of Sauhegan.
Spring peeper.
That is right. On January 4th, 2025, President Joe Biden awarded this highest civilian honor to 19 individuals, including Jane Goodman, Bill Nye, and Magic Johnson. Desmond of Trinity.
The Medal of Freedom.
The Presidential Medal of Freedom, yes. This author and illustrator created hungry caterpillars, grouchy ladybugs, and busy spiders. Tegan of Trinity.
Eric Carle.
Yes. Teams, which monarch said, "I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king," in a 1588 speech to her troops at Tilbury? Caleb of Sauhegan.
Queen Elizabeth I.
Yes. All right, teams, our next question is our Unitil Power questions worth double the points. So a 20-point toss-up question coming to you on your monitors. Take a look.
This man, who led the fight for India's independence from Great Britain and was an advocate of nonviolence, said, "The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace."
Tegan of Trinity.
Gandhi.
Yes. This could be what some astronauts have done, or a dance move popularized by Michael Jackson. Kaysen of Sauhegan.
Moonwalk.
Yes. In 2008, this musician won an honorary Pulitzer Prize for music for his profound impact on popular music and American culture. In 2016, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his body of work. Desmond of Trinity.
Kendrick Lamar.
Sorry, nope. Sauhegan. Kaysen.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan is the correct answer. And that sound ends the round. We've got a match, folks. Trinity out by a slight lead by a score of 130 to 100. Fantastic first round, teams, but we're going to take a break in the action right now before round two to get to know our players a little bit. And we're going to start with the team from Sauhegan High School. Sauhegan High School is located in Amherst, and it serves the communities of Amherst and Mount Vernon. But we're going to start down here at the end with Morgan. Morgan, so you have a dog.
Yes.
And you are training your dog, but you did it in a unique way. How'd you do
Yes.
it?
So she's completely deaf, and we found out when we adopted her, so we taught her some sign language so we could
Okay.
talk to her.
And what signs does she know?
Some simple things, like she knows stop, she knows come here, she knows outside, so.
All right, excellent. Any new signs you're trying to work on right now?
Not right now, no.
All right, and keep it simple. Excellent. Morgan is joined by Reese, and Reese went to a really cool summer camp this past summer. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I went to a philosophy camp at UNH.
Okay, so right here at UNH, and what was like the general topic of the camp? Did it have a topic?
Yeah, the main thing we talked about was the future of humanity. So we talked a lot about AI and technologies like that.
Okay, how's the future of humanity looking?
Looking good if you ask me.
If you ask, okay, if you ask you, it's looking good. All right, I'll take your word for it and hope for the best. All right, Caleb, we come to you, and you've done something I've never done. You've gone falconing. Tell us what falconing is.
Well, falconing is quite simply hunting with a falcon. You sort of bring it out, and You bring it out on like a
You
leather.
sort of, so it sits
Yeah.
on your arm and you bring it out into a field or an area and then.
and it'll sort of find its perch and hopefully bring back a small rodent or something.
So the
along those
falcon,
lines.
the falcon's the one that really is doing the hunting.
Yeah,
Very cool. And you've done this once, going to do it again?
most likely.
All right, very cool, very cool. And the team captain is Kaysen. And Kaysen, we've had a lot of Eagle Scouts on the show before, so I always like to ask, do you have to do a big project as an Eagle Scout project? What did you do?
I constructed a shed. It was about 14 by 14 feet for the Parks and Rec department.
Excellent. And did you do this all by yourself? Did you
No.
rally the troops?
Yeah, I did. I had a lot of volunteers to help me, and that was probably the most rewarding thing about the project was like seeing how quickly it came together with all the help I had.
Many hands make light work.
Yep.
All right. That's Kaysen, and that is the team from Sauhegan High School. All right. We turn our attention now to the team from Trinity High School. Trinity is located in Manchester, New Hampshire, 400 kids or so from all around the local area. And on the team, starting with Tegan. Tegan, you also have a pet, but not a dog. You have several pet what?
Shrimp.
Pet shrimp. Okay. So about how many pet shrimp do you have?
About a dozen. Started with 4.
You started with 4. Now you have a dozen. They live in a tank
Yeah.
somewhere in your home. Okay. So do you name these shrimp?
Yes, I have 5 names that apply to them randomly. Shrimp, 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 shrump, and shrump.
Okay. Excellent. We got a good laugh from our studio audience on that. Excellent. All right. Tegan is joined by Long. And Long, you are a photographer.
Yeah, I really do enjoy photography. My favorite type is still life and sunsets.
Okay, so you go out there, you take your camera, you're taking pictures of sunsets. Where's the best sunset picture you've ever taken?
Vanderbilt Beach, Florida. So far, I have so many more to take.
Well, you know, every day hopefully gives us an opportunity for a beautiful sunset. Am I right?
Yep.
All right. Long is joined by Tyler, who is a museum curator. We've talked about this before, but tell us about your museum.
Yes, so I work at the Derry Museum of History. It's under the Opera House in Derry, New Hampshire. And recently we've completed the Alan Shepard Room. That was about half a year ago-ish. Alan Shepard Room dedicated to the works of Alan Shepard, who was a Derry resident. And now we're working on new projects, still fixing up the museum. And hopefully we're going to get another room completely renovated by the end of this year so that people can come down and enjoy more of Derry's history. And
So if Granite Staters want to go to the Derry Museum of History, find the Opera House, go down the stairs, and you're good.
exactly.
Excellent.
Please come on.
Well, you can tell Tyler that you saw him on Granite State Challenge. And finally, team captain back again is Desmond. And you did something really cool, or you're doing something really cool at your school right now. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I'm in the process of helping set up a library at Trinity. Our school lacks a traditional library, so I've been working with our chapter of National English Honor Society to set up a few shelves in an empty space we have.
Awesome. And so hopefully, folks, if they got books, they can donate them
Yeah.
to your library.
We'll be having a book drive soon.
Okay, excellent. Keep that in mind, everybody, and keep the team from Trinity High School in mind. All right. Very good, teams. All right, we're going to roll right into round 2, teams. And round 2 is our 3 strikes and you're out round. And so in this round, each player on each team gets a question. We have 10 questions per team. And we'll go right down the line, starting with the captain and on we go. Each team has 3 passes. So if you don't know the answer, you can pass your teammate next to you. And we go until 3 strikes and you're out, or until all 10 questions are asked. So Kaysen, we'll start with you. We'll start with alphabetically first team Sauhegan. Kaysen, this is your question. The name of this city translates to the city of brotherly love from ancient Greek.
Philadelphia.
Correct. Caleb, this singer-songwriter, along with his writing partner Bernie Taupin, wrote the song Philadelphia Freedom in 1975 as a favor to his friend, tennis player Billie Jean King, who played for a tennis team of the same name.
Kanye West.
Sorry, nope, it's Elton John. Reese. In 1973, Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs played in a televised and highly promoted tennis match that was marketed as the Battle Between This.
The sexes.
Battle Between the Sexes is right. Morgan. Released during Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee in 1977, the original title of this song by the punk rock band The Sex Pistols was No Future.
Not sure.
The title of that song is God Save the Queen. Kaysen, back around to you. This guitarist for the band Queen is an astrophysicist who studied reflected light from interplanetary dust.
Freddie Mercury.
The other bandmate is Brian May, and that is 3 strikes that ends your round. All right, Souhegan, we'll take a break. We'll head on over to Trinity, same drill. Desmond, we'll start with you and go right down the line. Desmond, this U.S. president was a farmer, governor, and a Naval Academy graduate.
Jimmy Carter.
Yes. Tyler, singer June Carter was not only came from a famous family of country singers, she also married this man who is a country music legend.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is right. Long. Johnny Cash added mariachi-style horns to this song, written by June Carter after he had a dream about them. It is Ring of Fire. Tegan, The Lord of the Rings was started by J.R.R. Tolkien as a sequel to this 1937 novel.
The Hobbit.
Yes. Desmond, in the novel The Hobbit, homebody Bilbo Baggins joins the wizard Gandalf and 13 dwarves on a mission to defeat this dragon. The name of that dragon is Smaug. Tyler, this song by Peter, Paul, and Mary tells the story of a dragon who lives by the sea and is loved by a boy called Johnny Paper.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
That is right. Long, the wolf in this story promised to huff and puff and blow down some real estate.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Sorry, no, it's the 3 Little Pigs, and that is 3 strikes to end your round. All right, nice job on round 2, teams. We're going to go into round 3, and I'd like to invite the alternates to come on up and join their teams at the podiums. In our round 3, or our 60-second round, each team gets 10 questions in a category. You can talk to each other and work together as a team, and I'll take the team captain's answer as the team answer. And Souhegan, as the team trailing, you get to choose first from our 3 categories this week. They are Don't Worry, Be Happy, All That Glitters, and Something's Fishy.
I feel like Don't Worry, Be Happy is like
Don't worry, be happy, all that glitters, something's fishy.
What do you think, guys?
We'll do the fishy one.
Something is fishy. All right, Souhegan, the answers to all of the following will be related to fish. All right, again, 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go. This 1975 Steven Spielberg movie made everyone afraid to go swimming.
Jaws.
Yes. This is the 12th sign of the zodiac.
Aquarius.
Is Pisces. J and K meet lots of unusual creatures in this Dr. Seuss classic.
One fish,
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Correct. Santiago goes fishing in this Ernest Hemingway novel.
The Old Man in the Sea.
Yes. This little clownfish gets separated from his dad.
Nemo.
Yes. Cleo is the pet goldfish of Geppetto in this Disney movie.
Pinocchio.
Yes. This fish is a friend of the mermaid Ariel in a Disney movie.
Flounder.
Yes. This simple card game has you looking for cards.
Go fish. Go
Yes. You can eat these as a snack or keep them in a bowl.
Goldfish.
Yes. This is what you might call someone who is in unfamiliar territory.
Fish out of water.
Correct. Good job on that round. How'd they do? 9 out of 10 on your 60-second rounds. Great work, Souhegan. Let's see if Trinity can match it. Desmond, you and your team can choose from Don't Worry, Be Happy and All That Glitters.
Don't Worry, Be Happy. Sound good?
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
All right, Don't Worry, Be Happy. All right, the answers to the following will include the word happy or a variation of the word. All right, Desmond, again, I'll take your answer as the team answer. 60 seconds, start the clock. Adam Sandler played this hockey player turned golfer.
Happy Gilmore.
Yes, this phrase features the name of a bird that might have flown over the rainbow.
Pass.
It is Bluebird of Happiness. You probably blow out the candles after singing this song.
Happy birthday.
Yes, this was the campaign song for FDR's 1932 presidential run.
Pass.
His happy days are here again. This phrase is used to describe someone who is content with their situation.
No.
Happy Go Lucky.
Is happy camper. This sitcom features Richie, Fonzie, Potsy, and Ralph.
Happy Days.
Yes. This 2006 movie featured a dancing penguin.
Happy Feet.
Yes. This box of food often includes a toy.
Happy Meal.
Happy Meal.
Yes. At the end of 365 days, you might say this.
Happy New Year.
Yes. He was one of the sons in the Arthur Miller play Death of a Salesman.
Happy.
Happy, Judge Ann? We'll give that to you on the Ann cam. She says yes, and that makes for a total of 7 out of 10 on your 60-second round. Excellent job. All right, alternates, thank you so much. You can grab your seats as we get ready to play in round 4. So in round 4, we go back to the toss-up questions, but in this round, we're going to be doubling the point value to 20 and adding some stakes by deducting 20 points for any incorrect responses. So play smart in round 4, Souhegan and Trinity. It's a close match. Get ready to play. Here we go. A person who is listless can be said to be suffering from ennui. Spell ennui. Desmond of Trinity.
ENNUI.
That is right. Teams, what is the part of the stratosphere that absorbs most of the sun's ultraviolet rays? Tegan of Trinity.
The ozone layer.
That's right. We've got a math question here, so pencil and paper if you need it. You go out to lunch with 3 friends, and the group spends $32 and evenly splits the $15 tip on the bill. How much does each person leave for the tip? Long of Trinity.
$5.
Sorry, nope. Souhegan? $5 would be a great tip, but the answer we were looking for was $1.60. All right, teams, what is currently the largest country in the world by area? Kaysen of Souhegan?
Russia.
That's right. New Hampshire is the only state in the U.S. that does not require adult front seat occupants to do this while in a car. Kaysen again.
Wear a seatbelt.
That's right. Rounded up to the nearest whole number, how many days does it take for the moon to change from new moon to new moon? Desmond of Trinity?
30.
That's right. The cover for this band's album, Pet Sounds, considered by many to be one of the most important albums in rock history, features the band feeding goats. Kaysen of Souhegan.
Beach Boys.
Yes. Teams, they don't talk about Bruno in this 2021 Disney movie. Morgan of Souhegan.
Encanto.
Yes. All right, teams, our next question is a video question from last year's Granite State Challenge Championship team. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Captain Keyshawn with the Merrimack team, and we are the 2024 Granite State Challenge champions. And I have a question for you. This Fall River woman was accused of killing her father and stepmother with an axe in 1892. The murder became a popular and gruesome childhood chant.
Morgan of Souhegan.
Lizzie Borden.
That is right. And thank you to the Merrimack team for doing us that question. All right, teams, this 8th studio album by Beyonce features the song Texas Hold'em. Desmond of Trinity.
Cowboy Carter.
That's right. One of the main focuses of this ancient form of science was looking for a way to transform base metals like lead and copper into gold. Desmond of Trinity.
Alchemy.
Yes. All right, team, another math question. How many degrees are there in a triangle with sides of 5, 4, and 6 inches? Morgan of Souhegan.
180.
That's right. At 7,800 square miles, this flooded grassland in southern Florida is the largest subtropical wilderness in the United States. Kaysen of Souhegan.
The Everglades.
Yes. This man was the 27th President of the United States and the 10th Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court. Long of Trinity.
William Howard Taft.
That's right. Started in 1925 as the WSM Barn Dance, this is the longest running radio broadcast in U.S. history and has featured artists like Loretta Lynn, Roy Acuff, and Dolly Parton. You may have heard of the Grand Ole Opry. Cross this from east to west and you will lose a day. Cross from west to east and you will gain a day. Desmond.
International Dateline.
Correct. Farmington, New Hampshire native Jeremiah Jones Colbath changed his name to Henry Wilson. He was an indentured servant for 10 years, the editor and publisher of the anti-slavery Free Soil Party newspaper, the Boston Republican, the U.S. Senator from Massachusetts from 1855 to 1873, and the vice president to this man from 1873 until his death in 1875. Kason of Sauhegan.
Arthur.
Sorry, no. Trinity? Long?
Andrew Johnson.
Nope, it was Ulysses S. Grant. This singer, often referred to as the King of Soul, had hits with songs like You Send Me, A Change Is Gonna Come, Twisting the Night Away, and Wonderful World. Desmond of Trinity.
Sam Cooke.
Yes. This Jewish holiday celebrates the Israelites' escape from slavery in Egypt and is known as Pesach in Hebrew. And that is the sound. Sorry, we didn't quite get to that question. The sound of the buzzer ended. And a very, very close match has Trinity moving on by a score of 380 to 330. Great match teams, a lot of fun, really fun to watch. Sauhegan, tough loss to a really good team, but we hope you had fun, and we hope you were glad you came. And Trinity, we'll see you in a couple of weeks when you face Plymouth in the next round. And for you at home, we hope you enjoyed this match as well as much as we did. We do hope you tune in next week as the teams from Guilford High School takes on the team from Tilton School. That'll do it for us this week on Granite State Challenge. We hope you enjoyed the show. I know I did, and I learned a lot. And I hope you did as well. We'll see you next time.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by Bangor Savings Bank, Safety Insurance, NEA New Hampshire, Aroma Joe's, and viewers like you. Thank you.